1, 2, and 3. This is a series book, and it is written, the full title is Fear, either 1, 2, or 3, Falling in Love with an Alpha Billionaire. Wow. Adult, yeah. It is very adult, by the way. This is an adult book. You're going to want to take heed to that. So if you're not looking for a sexual book, then this is probably not going to be your read for you. This is one of those. So I read this book on my Kindle, and it is a romance. It's suspenseful. It's an interracial couple. It's about killers, and it's a huge mystery. I'm talking huge. Very, very big history. I picked up the first book, and come to find out it was a cliffhanger. So that's a big warning right there for you. It caught me off guard. I was actually kind of upset about that in the beginning, but come to find out, it all worked out in the end. I didn't have to wait too long for that rest of the books to come out, so that was okay. That's why I'm reviewing all 3 of them at the same time, is because they came out pretty quickly, and I've gotten to read all 3. Like I said, it's a series, and there are multiple voices in the books. There are 2 main voices. There is Victor, and there is Luxury. Yes, her name is Luxury. It's a female, and she starts off in book 1 being kind of weak and whiny and childish. I'm pretty sure that the author, who is, by the way, Amaire Avant, hopefully I said that right, and hopefully I don't offend if I get her name wrong, or if I get other authors' names wrong. I will try to do my best to make sure that I know people's names before I go on and review their books. So anyways, back to her review for her book, Amaire's book, Fear. It started out a little rough, but she did really good with listening to her readers and making the changes that needed to be made from Fear, the first book, in changing up Luxury and changing up Victor, for that matter, and doing her research in some of the little bits and pieces of the story. I really can't give you a plot point. All I can tell you is that Luxury is this down, it starts in New York, and, she's this back on the block kind of urban chick that owns this flower shop, and she meets this guy, and it's this white guy. His name is Victor, and come to find out, he has some mystery about him, and he's controlling, and he's all around alpha guy. He is sexy, and he's just crazy controlling, but it's in this just downright just, I want to be with this man type way. So you kind of fall in love with him in the first book, and in the second book you fall even more in love with him, and you start to understand Luxury, and you start to kind of fall in love with her too. And then by the third book, you're loving both of them to pieces, and you're really feeling for them, and you really want to root for them. And I thoroughly enjoyed the third book, which came out just a couple days ago, and I devoured that book. Completely devoured it. I think it was a day and a half, read that book, and pretty much 80% of the book wanted to cry through, and would have my heart ripped out, and wanted to, just really felt for Luxury and what Victor were going through, but I got my happy ending in the end. Sorry, that's a little bit of a spoiler, just a small one, but I won't tell you how it all ends. I'm not going to do that, but this is a good book. This is a good series. It is so worth the time to take, and I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure, if the author, if Amaire went back and changed up Fear 1 to make those minor changes that were suggested, but even if she didn't take the time to go and fight through that first book, even with those minor things that were wrong with it, but because the series is definitely worth checking out and reading through. He is an alpha male. She turns out to be this strong female and strong point. Not cutting that out either. So yeah, check this book out. Check the series out. Check these 3 books out. They're 3 books. Fear 1, 2, and 3. Falling in Love with a Alpha Billionaire. Thanks. By Amaire Avant.